Hello and welcome to the next Let's Talk Trafford session. I'm here with Jonny Spangles. Hi, Jonny.
Are you okay?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. So I've invited Jonny to join me today on this video. If you watched the Trafford Business and Community Awards last week, you'll know that Jonny was one of our winners. Next door have got some work going, so hopefully that won't interrupt you. They'll come and go hopefully as we get on. The joys of live broadcasting and videoing. So thanks very much for joining me today, Jonny.
Pleasure, absolute pleasure.
So you won the award last week for individual outstanding contribution. So how do you feel?
Absolutely over the moon. It's something I didn't expect. I watched the awards from start to finish. Very well put together. It came across really well. And to get an accolade, which is a nice award, it is very humbling. But you can only do it with a good team, and I've got fantastic people behind me.
Great, thank you. Thank you for the feedback. I think we were all blown away with the response and the how much enjoyment everyone got from the awards over the last couple of weeks. But I think it just goes to show you're doing something similar with what you're doing. Is people like that positivity, like something to look forward to, like to say thank you to people in our communities, and how great Trafford is from a community perspective. It's just a brilliant place to live.
It's a great place to live. I've lived here all my life, all the 52 years, born in Urmston, born and bred. And the people that are in our community are fantastic, far and wide, from Sale, Altrincham, Trafford, Urmston, Davy and Flixton, Sale. I've got a lot of friends around the community, and when you do something that's so positive, they get on board with you and give you the support that you need. And you can't do it without support, and our community is fantastic.
Exactly. So do you want to probably introduce yourself about what your normal day job is, Jonny? And obviously we'll go into what you've been doing over the last 12 months or so, but what's your normal job?
My normal job, I'm a director of a company called Unit 1 Entertainments that have been established for 43 years. It's my 20th year this year.
Wow.
It's probably the hardest year that has ever been put into the entertainment business and the event business.
Yeah.
Been really soul destroying. But yeah, that's what I do as a day job, dealing with bands, artists, tributes, hotels, pubs, managers, DJs, artists. It's just, we probably do about 10,000 bookings a year. So that gives you an idea of how it's affected us. We're members of the Agents Association Great Britain as well. So obviously hearing stories from other fellow agents, it's pretty...
It's an industry, that whole events, nighttime economy, hospitality, weddings, conferences, all those things, I guess, are your bread and butter. It's really been an industry that's been hit really hard, isn't it?
Yeah, and the thing is, we can't do anything about it. It'll just be left in the hands of the government. We're not getting much help. And if you look at all the industries that have been affected, we'll probably be the last, because you need hotels and pubs to open for us to create bookings.
Yeah.
And if they're not open, well, we're not getting anything.
Yeah, exactly. Fingers crossed. Obviously, I think people are starting to rebook hotels and weddings and things, aren't they? I think more, if they want something to look forward to.
Yes, but in this current climate where we are, as in today, it's not giving us anything. A booking might be booked in another 12 months.
Yeah,
and
not right now, is it?
12 months. It's not paying the bills. But we've been sensible. We've tightened our purse strings, done the right thing. We're still in business, ready for any inquiries, ready for any bookings, and we just have to stay positive.
Yeah, I think that's what lots of businesses have done, is just been sensible, like you say, reduced where they can, and actually what they want to happen is to be able to come out of this as a business ready to trade, ready to go in some state that they can.
We have everything in plan for when we get the green light. It's just that obviously none of the hotel people that run the hotels or run the events are there. So you can't even pick up the phone and say, how you doing? You can't even email them because they're out of office, because they're virtually all on furlough.
Yeah.
There's quite a few hotels that have changed hands in this pandemic,
Okay.
which, we'll find out better, obviously, when we come out of it. But
Mhm.
people and venues, we've had a few emails regarding hotels that are planning for this December, but everything that was planned for last December that got cancelled, we'll probably just duplicate it just for this year, because we had everything in place, from the artists, the tributes, the bands, the DJs, all the Christmas brochures were printed, and it's just heartbreaking for some of the
Yeah.
hotels.
Yeah, it has been a very, very tricky time. But you, as an individual, you've wanted to do something and use your skills and knowledge and experience and community spirit. What from there. So, do you want to sort of give us a summary about the last 12 months? What have you done, and what kick-started it? Why did you want to do something?
Um, how it started was just by chance, because on a regular basis I was hosting quizzes in venues, and then when
Mhm.
lockdown hit, nobody was earning nothing. And then I don't think anybody heard of the program Zoom before lockdown, and now
No.
everybody. Um, and it was something more than anything. It's because I've got people that come to my quizzes that have been going for years, and there's one particular couple called Doug and Leslie. They have not actually been out the house since last March.
Wow.
But they're regular people that come to my quiz on a Wednesday. So for people like that can't get out, it was giving them something to look forward to in the week. So it went from one night to 2 nights to 3 nights a week, and then we got more and more people. And there was one point where the actual Zoom meeting crashed, and I think it got to about 126 teams, and then
Wow.
it just went off because you have to subscribe, and it's on like a scale. And
Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah.
thinking, where's this going? And it was a free quiz to play. It
You
was
had people from
donated
all over the world, didn't you?
all over the world: Afghanistan, London, Manchester, Ireland, Texas, Australia, New Zealand.
Blimey.
And it just went crazy. And it was obviously, there's a bit of stability now where people can't commit themselves because there's a little bit more going on in the world. But at the time, it just went through the roof. Any donations were appreciated, and it just went up and up and up and up. And then we came up with an idea. Well, you've got to be social distanced. Why not we just do an open air disco, but online, so everyone can see it? Nobody's near you. We're in the middle of
Mhm.
a square, and
Yeah.
it was a disco, and we raised £2,500, which was
Brilliant.
it was amazing. It just went through the roof. And then after that, my brother, who had a friend over in Worsley, had like a mobile trike.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, which is a mobile trike, which is like a three-wheeler. It was like an ice cream van on the front of your bike, but it was a disco.
Fab.
And I approached him and said, you can stay on the bike. I'll ride on a separate bike, and I'll have my family taking donations, and we can go around the street. And we raised, what did we raise on that? We covered 10 miles, and I think we raised about £4,000 just from donations.
Wow.
And it was basically, there was no planning. It was straight off the cuff. Well, we'll go down this road, we'll go down that road, and everything was on Facebook so people could see where we were, and they'd come out and see us. And then we thought, I think we've got something here. What we'll do, we'll start theming it. So
Okay.
that one, we did a VE day,
Yes.
and every time we did a bike ride, we covered about 10 miles, which was a planned route that everyone could see. And on that VE day, we asked people to dress up and dress their houses up. And we all did it in fancy dress as soldiers. We had Florence Nightingale nurse, and it was just brilliant. And on that particular bike ride, we raised about £8,000 were raised on that one, which was
Wow.
unbelievable. And as we carry on, we did another one for the NHS and the key workers. We raised £4,000 there on a bike ride as well. Then we get to Christmas, where everybody's saying, well, my children can't go and see Father Christmas. So we brought
Yeah.
Father Christmas to them, and we staggered it for the 3 Saturdays that were in December, and we covered probably between 8 to 10 miles on each one, so we didn't really miss anybody out. We had
Yeah.
a
Or is
solar,
that, sorry, is that all around Urmston and Flixton,
all
or did
around
you?
and Daily Hume, yeah. We had many requests to go to Sale, Old Trafford,
Yeah.
but one of those things that the nicest thing about living in this area is that everybody knows each other, and going to another area where I don't really know people, because the idea was that we go down the street and say, "Hi Janine, how are you? Are you okay?" And it made people
Yeah.
happy. But when you go outside your area, it's a little bit difficult because
Hmm.
I work from seeing people I know. We have made donations from the actual funds that we've raised to other charities and organisations in the Trafford area. But when we did that Santa one, we actually did it specifically for mental health and for dementia. And
Right. Okay.
overall on that one there, on the 3 tours added together, we raised £6,100.
Wow.
So you put the combination of how many bike rides we've done, we covered over 100 miles, and it just, and in total, just from the bike rides, was £26,000.
Wow. Crikey.
So we continued doing the quiz nights, and it got to 2 nights a week that we do on a regular basis, and that's through donations that people just pay through PayPal. Every Monday, I do a recce, get it all transferred. And at the moment, I added up this morning, we've raised £46,635. We've donated probably 3/4 of it so far, because we have a couple of projects in the pipeline. The one mainly being the dementia side of it,
Okay.
where we're giving them about £3,500. But it's what it is. We are subsidising a classroom for dementia sufferers to come and obviously stimulate the mind.
All
In
right. Where's that going to be based?
That's going to be at a place called Poppy's Cafe at the Nag's Head in Urmston. And Chloe, who runs it, she's got a background of dealing with that type of condition. And she has like a classroom at the back of the cafe, which is in a separate building.
Yeah.
And what she's doing is she's doing a 6-week course for dementia sufferers. It's going to be free of charge for the donations that I'm making, or subsidised. And
Yeah.
then over the 6-week period, it will be things like remembering your family tree, where you've lived in the past, bringing in your family photos. And it's like a cream tea afternoon. And it's a 6-week program. And it's giving them a little bit more than what you would do if you were at some like council type run program, because they
Yeah.
don't really stimulate their minds as much. And this is why we've done it, just to give them a little bit more.
And it gets them out and about, gets them meeting other people,
Yeah,
socialising, having a bit
yeah,
of, like, say, a cream tea. It's an event for them,
yeah.
isn't it, as well?
The on the it only actually started about 3 weeks before lockdown kicked in. Everything was booked in place, and they had like memories that, like old theatre programs and old sweets, and it was things to just stimulate them. And that is a program that we're going to be working on when we come out of lockdown, where
Oh,
we can all be
super.
together. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. And you were saying about, communities before we started recording, about, what you loved is that when you were going round, or everyone coming out and getting to know
Yeah,
people next to where they live, and people, I know when I was doing, the 8 p.m, Thursday, I met people on my road, or just waved to them and said hi. It just starts that conversation going with people that you
that's
probably wouldn't see
amazing.
normally, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Going back to the money that we've raised, um, I'm very what's the word for it? I'm very thorough. I think I've got OCD, and every single penny that's been spent has all been actually documented. And if I add them up, we've helped over 125 different charities,
Wow.
different types of groups that have needed it, from helping them with biomaterial for making face masks. We've
Yeah.
done bone cancer, we've done St Anne's Hospice, we've done all the care homes, we've done every single key worker, from the postal workers to the ambulance workers to the police. We've done everything, whether it's been a box of thank you goodies,
Yeah.
or it's been something to, like the postal workers, we pay for the breakfast in the morning. They're the things that puts smiles and makes people feel appreciated. And that's
It
why
doesn't need to be huge things, does it? Like you say, you know, a hamper going to, I don't know, an ambulance station or a fire station to say thank you doesn't need to be massive. You know,
no,
just the thought people just for those, just the fact that people are thinking about them and want to say thank you and well done and things that,
yeah,
you know, gives them, you know, that recognition, doesn't it?
yeah, it's a lovely feeling knowing that you can
Mm,
help somebody who's struggling, whether it be putting a smile on the face or, you know, whether it be just giving them a bunch of flowers. On the what was it, on the Remembrance Sunday, I got together with another award winner who was on your awards last week, which was Claire and Chris from
oh yeah,
Trafford.
Trafford veterans, yeah.
On their particular, when I helped them, they were actually one of the first people that I gave a donation to, which was like puzzle books and jigsaws and pens. When it came to Remembrance Sunday, we paid for cream tea for all the veterans in the area. And we
Wow.
had a gentleman called John, his name was, from Sale Band, who helped us as a player from the band. They had a choice. They could have God Save the Queen, they could have Land of Hope and Glory, they could have The Last Post. And we went round with Claire in the bus,
Oh
and
right,
every
yeah,
veteran got a cream tea from Poppy's that we paid for.
yeah,
And then they had the opportunity of John, our music player, to play a song of their choice. And it was just amazing. That was something that like really touched you, because you could see it in their faces. It was just amazing.
yeah. Definitely. I think, you know, it's things that, especially those, you know, I think that's probably why Trafford veterans, you know, won the charity of the year overall, because it's that, you know, though that area of the community, that aspect of the community have been really isolated and not seeing their family and friends, being able to go out, and the work that Trafford veterans do to go out and do their check-ins and, you know, make sure
Yeah,
they're okay and deliver all the goods that they've been delivering over the last 12 months is a lifeline to that group of the community, isn't it?
yeah. I mean, Claire and Chris are doing a fantastic job. They're
Yeah,
very committed. They deserve every praise that there is out there. Really, they do a fantastic job.
yeah, yeah. So what's next for you then? Do you think this sort of charity arm will continue going forward, or what's your sort of, you know, plans or ideas? Have you got anything yet in the pipeline?
The things we have in the pipeline at the moment is helping the mental health side of our fundraising, which I'm in negotiations with a place called the Toy House, which is next to Delamere School in Flixton. And
Okay.
really, what it is, we've made a couple of donations so far. We've done the depression group in Trafford.
Yeah,
Uh, I'm just trying to find the notes here. I've got this somewhere. But we've made a donation to them. We've also helped recently a charity called 42nd Street, which is for mental health
yep,
sufferers
yep,
for teenage years. So
yes,
we've helped them. We're negotiating with the Toy House on what they need. This is part of the funds that we raise for the Santa. We're negotiating with Trafford Council to put a couple of remembrance benches in the town centre. That's in the pipeline at the moment. But yeah, we're just going to keep going. Obviously, it's coming up to a year,
I know.
and you know we want to get back on the bike um, and raise a bit more. But
Mm.
where it goes, I don't know. It's just been completely. I've been completely blown away from it. But my family and my friends, the support they've given me is amazing, because you
Yeah,
can't just do it on your own. And
no,
the way that they've supported me is amazing. I couldn't ask for anything more. Even the neighbours, the amount of people that have helped me, you know, it's not just me. And if I didn't have that help, I wouldn't be able to do what I do.
yeah, yeah. But you've done a fantastic job, and you know, you just talking, you can see, you know, the passion that you've got for what you've done over the last 12 months. And obviously, you won one of the awards with the Trafford Business and Community Awards. But that's not the only thing that you've won this year, is it? You've got other recognition and thank yous and stuff.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate, and you know, it's like I said before, it's just not me. If I could give, the award should be for everybody, but yeah, do you know, so I've
Yeah,
had a Point of Light award, which obviously Trafford Veterans won as well.
yeah, yeah,
Amazing. I've had Northwest Volunteer of the Year. I've had the High Sheriff from Eamon, who was on the meeting and the awards
yeah,
night. I had
yeah,
one from, I think, but you know, you can't. I mean, the most humble one was the BCA award, which was British Citizen Award for being a volunteer. Now that was something that was awarded, but I had a month to keep my mouth shut before I could say anything.
How did you
So
manage that, being a DJ and everything like that? From what you're saying, you know, from getting to know you, it's like I'm sure Jonny found that very difficult to keep that. I know I would.
I found it really difficult because there was only two other people that knew, and they were the people that nominated me because they had to tell me that they nominated me, and then I received it in the post, and it like a notification, and then it, you know, yeah, they interviewed you, did the article, then he
Yeah,
said, like, you can't say you. Is it a press embargo?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what they put me on for like 4 weeks.
Signing an NDA,
Oh,
non-disclosure agreement, signing your life away.
it was so difficult. And then when it came through, we obviously celebrated. I actually sent it to my family. I set up a WhatsApp group to notify everybody. I said, I've got something really important to tell you. And some of the messages I got back saying they were a little bit worried whether there was something wrong with me or,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
yeah,
Well, you automatically think bad things, don't you?
yeah,
You don't automatically think the positive things.
yeah. So I sent them all a video.
Yeah,
But then you know, the phone just went mad, and then I announced it on my Facebook page for the quiz and explained them that the next day we will do the quiz, then we're going to have a party afterwards. And that part, the quiz starts at 8, finished at 10:30. That particular party finished at 6 o'clock in the morning.
wow.
On I couldn't see properly. It was actually, to you know, the best thing that came out of that was probably about 4 o'clock in the morning, when there was about 8 or 10 people there. We turned the music off and we all sat there and chat, and we were talking about everything from your family dying, to people that were struggling mentally, to people that just needed to get something out. And it was like a big therapy session, and it was
Yeah,
something that I'll never forget, because there was
yeah,
people crying, I cried, we had a drink, we put put a song on while they went to the. It was just great. It
yeah.
was just heartwarming, and that's, to me, no money in the world can buy that.
No,
No donation.
I think, yeah, you know, and I'm, you know, very much of the same ilk, because, like, you know, I try and look on the positive side, but similarly, it's been great seeing everyone come together. And like you say, yourself, Trafford Veterans, the superheroes of Sale that were obviously recognised at the night, on the night as well last week. Lots of other charity groups and organisations, and all the, you know, small ones that people don't get to hear about. And like you say, you've given funds to quite a few of those. And, you know, that's what, you know, I like to find out about, all these small ones that don't get that recognition or the acknowledgement, or making people aware of that they even exist. And what they do is just
Yeah.
fantastic, what goes on behind the scenes, and being able, like you say, to be able to talk to people that that have gotten to know you in that way is just
Yeah.
brilliant.
It's just something that you don't start off intentionally to get where we are
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
There's no intention of trying to win an award. It's lovely to be recognised, but at the same time, like you say, you don't know what happens up in the background, because the ideas that people come to me, my Auntie Joan is one of them, Stacey Lewis is another one. There's my family that give me ideas, and I think, okay, that could be something we can work on. It's just really, really humbling that you have the support, because you can't do it without support. Like I said before, it's just
no,
so good. It's just, yeah, I'm very lucky. I'm very
yeah.
lucky.
Oh, well, thank you very much for joining me today, and
That's fine.
huge well done, huge well done. You are
Thank you.
the one of the most popular choices out of everyone that nominated and voted across all the different categories. So it's lovely to get, you know, I followed you on social media and stuff, but it's lovely to actually get to meet you properly and Even my dog has been really good while you've been videoing this, which is fantastic.
Mine has as well. I really appreciate it. Janine, you're doing a fantastic job, and everybody behind the scenes that help you, because I'm sure you can't do it on your own. You're doing a great job. Just stay positive. And
I'm a positive person. But thank you very much for your time. Well done on the award, and I look forward to seeing what's next for you in the future. So thank you very much, and I'm sure everyone in the community of Trafford and further afield will extend their thanks as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.